everybody! I wanted to do a short video on presenting at Grace Hopper. I presented last year and I just wanted to share a couple of things um, that I learned while presenting at Grace Hopper and other conferences. So if this is your first time presenting at any conference, then kudos to you. If this is not your first time presenting at any conference, but it's your first time presenting at Grace Hopper, then still kudos to you, because presenting is just the I don't know. It's an awesome thing to be able to do, to be able to stand up and show people your work and have people come and ask you questions and things like that. A little bit of background on what kind of project I presented on and how I managed to get a presentation into Grace Hopper is I presented last year, and the summer before I was actually a part of the DREW, the CRAW, the DREW, which is the Distributed Research Experiences for Undergraduates. They will actually be at Grace Hopper, CRAW. They are actually one of the sponsoring supporters. So shout out to them. They have an amazing program. If you are looking to go into graduate school, I highly suggest you do research as an undergraduate. It speaks loads to these graduate schools, and they love, love, love seeing it. But anyways, the project that I worked on, I actually was at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. So I spent that summer in North Carolina. I was under the advisement of Dr. Heather Lipford, and my project was I basically created a Facebook application that enabled users to predetermine the longevity of their post. It was actually called the F-bomb. Facebook time bomb for sure. So it was called the F-bomb, and it actually generated a lot of buzz. A lot of people seemed to like it at the conference. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that I learned presenting at Grace Hopper, because presenting at Grace Hopper, it was a little different than presenting at other conferences. Not in that, setup or anything was different, but that the type of questions that I was asked was really different. I'm not sure. So just setting up, if you've presented before, you kind of understand the whole setup thing. If you've never presented before and this is your first time, really, most importantly is your poster. You should get it printed. Tomorrow is Monday. Get your poster printed tomorrow, at the very latest Tuesday. I really don't suggest you getting it printed on Tuesday. Get it printed Monday, tomorrow. You should have your poster printed. Your advisor is probably going to sign off on it. They're probably going to make sure that everything is good and perfect. One of the most important things, though, keep your dimensions in Grace Hopper. They send out dimensions that, they kind of want you to stay within. Please stay within those dimensions. And the reason we say that is because a lot of times you're sharing a wall with somebody, and if you are out of dimension, then it's going to be hard for the other person, and it's their poster is going to have to be off to the side, and so will yours, and it won't look as nice and it won't look as clean. And trust me when I say the other person is not going to be a very happy camper. So please do the right thing, stay within dimension, and have fun with your poster. I mean, make it nice and colorful and shiny. I don't have a problem sharing my poster. And, if you guys want to see it, just shoot me an email or something, and I can send you a PDF of our poster. Our poster was super cute, and we actually got a lot of people who were just like, I love your poster. I love the colors. It's so nice, this and that. So that is a thing. Secondly, pens. Grace Hopper, they take care of you. They make sure you have pens to hang your poster. If you want to take your own, go ahead. Your poster case, they do have places for you to leave your poster case. Some people left theirs, some people did not, because they choose to carry their poster cases around because they might have been like some of the nicer cases, and that's understandable. You can just throw that back in your room, and you do generally leave these up for the conference. But Grace Hopper, they are so good about telling you, you can leave it up till this time, and then we need you to come back and take it down. Initially, when you set up, they have places where you can go and you can see what number you're at, and you can just go set up accordingly. So it's not that hard. I'm speaking at the conference. I mean, you definitely, obviously, you worked on this project. You know what it's about. People will come up to you throughout the poster sessions and ask you lots of questions. And it's really nice to be able to talk about what you did and just really show your enthusiasm and really, because I mean, you should be excited and happy that you did this and that, you really earned that title of being able to share everything that you've done at Grace Hopper, and you get your ribbon. And I will actually make a video about ribbons later, because ribbons are fun time. And you actually meet a lot of really cool people, a lot of people from industry, like a lot of the recruiters and things. They'll walk around if they're not on recruiting duty, or even some of the technical people, they'll walk around and they kind of like to see what people are working on. And for me, I did something with social media, and kind of it was like social media mixed in with HCI, which is something that I would like to study if I went to grad school. And like I said, mine was dealing with Facebook. So I actually had a really funny story. I actually had a one of the girls from Facebook. She actually worked as an engineer on their graph. I believe it was their graph. She was an engineer there. I know that for sure. She was actually just happened to be walking around, and it was right before the end of the poster session, and my feet were hurting and I was so ready to go. And she actually asked me a ton of questions about how I was able to grab all this information from Facebook. And luckily, I knew all the answers because I worked on all of that. And she actually invited me to the Facebook breakfast, and they actually have an amazing breakfast with amazing speakers, and you get to sit and talk to all the recruiters. She gave me an invitation to that. I don't know if it's invitation only. I don't know if they're going to do it again this year, but I went last year. It was super cool and super fun, but I just wanted to share that short story with you guys as an example of the types of things that you can kind of get just by presenting, and you should run with it and really get to talk to people, because there are a lot of professors who are there, and there are a lot of students who are there, and they're really going to be excited to see. I will definitely walk through the poster presentations because I love seeing what everybody's working on. I've seen some really cool things in the past, and I've actually followed up with some of the students. Afterwards it was like, oh, what happened? And, some of the girls got published, and, it's just kind of nice. So those are just kind of something I wanted to say for everybody who's presenting. Congrats to you guys. I'm super excited. And I can't wait to see all the Drew students and see what they worked on this past summer. I know my advisor, she recently had a baby, so she didn't have a student, or I would really track down that student. But if you guys want, I know we actually kept web pages, and if you want to see a little bit more in depth of what I worked on, or kind of a log of the types of things that I did, or my journal in general, you can actually read up on the story where I almost burned down our dorm room because I forgot my Eggo in the oven. True story. Go ahead and let me know, and I can definitely get you the link, or you can just Google my name and type in Drew, and I think I'm like the first one that shows up. So there we go. I will post a couple more videos shortly, or maybe tomorrow, because I've already done 3 today. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.